I guess you could say this review is no holds barred on the commentary. I'll be here. So, today we're going to be looking at Hulk Hogan, a popular wrestler in the 90s and the 80s, and we're going to see if his acting can translate well into movies, so let's get going. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot something. Would you give me a second? What shirt should I go with? I think I'm gonna go with this one. So, unfortunately, I could only find the film in a small boxed version with high-pitched voices, and they sound like this. Well, you know what? That's better for me because I have a less of a chance of avoiding copyright. Because remember, kids, YouTube likes to screw over you, and you don't get anything out of it. Anyway, let's do this review. Hulk plays a fictional version of himself named Rip. I mean, what kind of wrestling name is Rip? That name sounds more like a rip-off.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
So then we get a pretty boring wrestling match, to be honest. So I'm just gonna kind of turn off and skip this part. Wow, I'm not used to the TV actually turning off when I say turn off. Maybe it can undo my memory of that B Music video my dad showed me. Undo my memory of the B Music video. It's still there! It's still there! Anyway, let's get back to the movie. So our bad guy is a business or a TV executive that wants more ratings. Little does he know, streaming services will come and take his job. Muhaha! 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 That place where the business guy works is the lowest rated station of all time, and he wants to get Hulk Hogan to sign a contract. Which, something that was pointed out to me, he would have to have more wrestlers to do stuff with. I mean, are you going to have Hulk Hogan host the news? Actually, I would love it. In today's news, the stock market has gone down. Let me tell you something. Yeah, stock market's gone down. Rip, a.k.a. Hulk Hogan, finishes his match. He goes where the business guy, the guy that I said had low ratings. So the low ratings guy tries to make him an offer. Hulk refuses. That guy continues being pushy. And so he gets mad and tries to shove the check down his throat, and then he tries to go home and get in his limo, but then it turns out the limo is a trap. Ah yes, Isaac Newton's famous fifth law of motion. Physics ain't got nothing on Hulk Hogan. Then we meet the character Samantha Ann Moore. Are you tired of your old Samantha leaving you positive comments? Well, good. Now you can buy Samantha Ann Moore. Disclaimer, Hulk Hogan is not included. So the bad guys go to some underground bar, and they get the idea to open up a underground wrestling match exhibition match contest thing. I don't know a word. Anyway, yeah.
Samantha, I want you to meet my brother. Randy, say hi to Samantha Ann Moore.
How you doing, Samantha Ann Moore? Nice to meet you. Hi, Randy.
So they stop at a hotel after conducting their business meeting. Well, more accurately, date. But it's a business meeting.
Don't wait up for me.
It's not what push-ups sound like. That's not what push-ups sound like. That's not what they sound like. Just what the frick? Who push-ups like that? Yes, push-ups do not sound like that. And you can't convince me, no way in hell, that they... Anyway, Rip is at a kids' festival thing. And you may say, you're lazy, you don't even know what it's called. Well, they never give it a name, so ha, ha, ha. Take that, you stupid person who asked me that. I'm an idiot. Anyway, yeah, so, Zeus shows up and he's like, come fight me. Anyway, Hulk's brother goes to see Zeus fight, and well...
It's a trap!
Anyway, after Zeus beats up Hulk's brother, lands him in the hospital. Hulk decides, you know what, I'm taking this into my own ring. In fact, I honestly expected sort of a Rocky training style montage, which is what we got, but for an 80s movie, it's pretty boring. I know, right? That sounds illegal to say, but it was honestly kind of a boring montage. But yeah, as you would expect, Hulk goes to fight Zeus. They fight. Hulk is losing right off the bat, but then he uses the encouragement of his brother. He beats Zeus up, and then he chases after that TV executive guy, which electrocutes himself. And now for my conclusion. Honestly, this movie is really funny, especially with all the screaming. Honestly, I had a bunch of more jokes about screaming planned, but I had to cut it down just to 2. My 2 favorite ones, personally. But I found this movie an entertaining experience, and that's what I feel like most critics, when they review a film, forget. Because I believe as long as a movie entertains you, you can give and this movie entertained me, and it was so bad it's good. I highly suggest you watch it, but I will admit, if you try to watch all the other Hulk Hogan movies like me and my father did, I must warn you, it kind of goes downhill from there. I'm not saying they're bad, but I'm just saying the over-the-topness level goes down a lot, and that makes it a bit less entertaining. I mean, really. In Suburban Commando, there was a lack of screaming. 0 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend it at all. But yes, I say if your family is around the 30s age range, check it out. You'll probably have a fun time. Whoa, dude. Don't forget to pay up, brah. You owe me the money. 80s, Tyler, what are you doing here? Look, dude, you made a bet with me, bro, that if the movie you were reviewing ended in a freeze frame, that I would get paid because we made a bet about it, dude. And if you don't honor that bet, it'll be totally bogus, man. I'll get my wallet.